Okay, happy Saturday, everybody. Milky Way SoulTribe is not going to be on tonight. So I decided, I'd go on, just do a short little live stream, see what I can put out there into the universe, kind of help everyone. Hello, L'Oreal Deakin. Wow, you're always here at every one of my live streams. Thank you for being here, L'Oreal Deakin. So I just figured I just pop on, do an idea that I just been flush around in my head that affirmations are most powerful when we make them ourselves. And one of the things about affirmations is you have to put your goals in the right place. Asking for money is money's kind of tough to manifest because money is in and out. It's like water, comes in and out of our lives. When you ask for money, it kind of, it's not going to stay. You really want is you have to be focused on what that money will bring you, because you're not asking for money, you're asking for the money to do something with it. So you're trying to manifest an actual thing, and the money's going to bring you to that point. I mean, whether pay your bills, get a new car, get a house payment. So that's where your affirmation should focus on is if you want a new car, and you think to yourself, okay, I would like to basically have money, or I'd like a new car. Just focus on the new car. That will be your goal. Now, on the other side of things, you can't just ask to manifest a new car, because you have to believe in yourself. That's another problem with our manifestations. The biggest limitation for any manifestation is our own self-doubt. And when we have that self-doubt, it kind of limits our power. So, okay, then you have to put, I wish to have money to make a down payment on the car. So you're not just asking for the money, you're asking for the down payment on the car. So I wish to have a down payment for my car, and that should be your focus. Or maybe you want to have manifest enough money to have a down payment for a house. All these things, it all kinds of comes together. And that's the most powerful thing to manifestation, is just rather than wishing for something that might not be achievable, because again, money comes in and out of our life. I mean, it'd be easier to manifest a gold brick than to manifest, $100,000, because the gold brick is solid. It's there. It's something to go for. Well, money, it's based on nothing. I mean, the government tells us what money is worth, but in honesty, money's paper. At some point, it's going to be worth nothing. The only thing that I have money that actually is worth anything are coins, literally physical coins. They always, retain their value. Even old coins, they retain more than their face value. But very few dollar bills, although dollar bills do sometimes retain higher than their value, but that's just a rarity because they're misprinted or something special about them. And because I'm diverting from my original focus, which is basically, if you want to manifest, you got to find your goals. If you want to manifest something, the money is basically a means to an end, and you have to find what that end is and focus on that, and also believe you can achieve it. Now, if you have enough faith in yourself that you believe you can achieve more and more, you can build upon that and try to manifest bigger and better things. But you got to start on a small scale. You really don't want to try to manifest a dollar bill, because dollar bills are paper. But if you want to try to manifest a dollar coin, that might be more powerful, because again, the metal, physical, it works better. It's funny thing about manifestation is some things have value, and that's what you have to try to focus on, the value. Now, another side of things, if you want to manifest good health, I want to be healthy. Well, and again, such a wide range of things to get you to that healthy point. You have to focus on what things about yourself that you would like to achieve to make yourself healthy. What will bring you further on that path to health? And it just might be, I'd like to reduce my knee pain so I can walk around a bit more, which also means that if you want to reduce your knee pain. Why do you want to reduce the knee pain? So you want to walk around. You want to play with your grandkids. You want to, do more. You want to walk. You want to walk your dog, better. That should be a manifestation. Whether you don't want to be healthy, you don't want your knee pain to go away, but you want your legs to be strong enough so you can do those walks. Again, manifestation is a wonderful thing. It's a very powerful thing, but it's a means to an end, and you have to find what that end goal is and focus on that. A lot of my manifestations are kind of wide open, and but then later I realized I got to focus on them. So maybe that's your point, where you write down your manifestations, and you want to manifest the money, but that will be your initial manifestation, because you're not quite sure what you want to do with it. That's fine. Hello, F Kitty. Welcome to my live stream on Saturday. Happy Saturday. So with the manifestation, you have to, again, the best thing is start somewhere. The most powerful thing in manifestation, most powerful for affirmations, is to just start doing them. And you don't have to believe in yourself in the beginning. You just have to start doing it. You have to believe that you can manifest. And when you don't achieve it, that's fine, because you're practicing. And we don't always achieve the beginning. We practice first. So you start writing down your affirmations, and the most important thing you can do is physically write them down. Grab a notebook, which I had a bunch of notebooks. Here we go. You grab a notebook, a ratty notebook, which this isn't so ratty, but you grab a ratty notebook, something that you don't care. You can write down everything you want, and you start writing down your manifestation. You don't have to be even focused on it. The initial beginning work is just to do it every day. And that's the most important thing, is make it simple. If it's about money, fine. Focus on money. I would like $50,000 by the end of the month. And you write that down each day. This is what you want. And make it simple. The simpler, the better, that you can remember it more. One person I know said, write it down and tape it on your mirror. The problem with that is other people will see it and they'll go, oh, that's crazy. What are you doing? More importantly, what you should do is you should write it down and put it in your wallet where you'll be opening it each day, especially if you credit cards, because you pay credit cards, to do everything. You can put it at the back of your phone. And another thing is, you can actually, rather than write down the full manifestation, you can write down the full manifestation, and then you shorten it down with a few, acronyms that will mean that affirmation for you. So you see that, you'll repeat that in your head. This is the affirmation I want. And once you get used to the affirmations each day, then you can go, okay, what this money will get me, that's what I really want. And down payment on the car, down payment on the house. And it just might be a nice dinner with the family. I would like enough money to, take my family out to dinner. Well, that will be a goal. I'd like to have enough money to take my family to dinner, and then focus on, I'd like to be able to, end of the month, take all my family to dinner. And rather than the money, it becomes more the means to an end, the goal. I'd like to be able to walk with my grandchildren. I'd like to walk the dog without any pain. That becomes you mean to an end, rather than I want to be healthy. You want to have something. This is your path. Affirmations, they're easy, but they also involve practice. And I have fallen into the lottery trap, where I focused on the lottery, trying to, okay, what will I want to win the lottery. I want to focus on, this is what make my life so much easier. The problem is, when you focus on the lottery, you've got billions of people also focusing on the lottery. So rather than focus on specific numbers, I just said, okay, I'm going to do quick picks, and the quick picks will magically come. Those numbers will come to me. And as of the universe has taught me, as a joke, that when I do these quick picks, never a single number never comes into these quick picks. And that's the joke. So I try to do the quick picks, figure, okay, the universe will get me those numbers, but the universe says, no, you get none of those numbers, which is statistically an abnormality. But usually you hit one or two numbers. That's not enough. Usually you need three or more. But that's neither here nor there. So, you have to focus on, again, your goal. You have to be goal-oriented, say, down payment of the car, down payment of the house, um, enough money to repair the car. Rather than saying enough money to repair the car, I'd like my car to be repaired. And you're not actually asking for a miracle for your car to be repaired. You're more asking for the universe to come together to get you to the place where you can get that car repaired, especially when it's acting up. Or house repairs or not. So houses are always a money pit. So you're asking for a way to get these repairs on your house before a certain point. Air conditioner, like my air conditioner to work normally. Just you're not asking exactly a miracle for the air conditioner to function normally. You're asking for something to happen where you can get the money to pay for the air conditioner. So building affirmations, the most important thing is you have to focus on the means to an end. You also have to keep doing it and have faith in yourself. And the best way actually is to focus on affirmations on small things where, I like to get a free cup of coffee. That's something that is possible, that something will happen, that you'll get a free cup of coffee. Or I'd like to get a free lunch, and things will come into the universe where a lunch will come into your life. That's will happen. One of my favorite things is that, before I leave to go to the store, taking my wife to the store, which is I'd like to have a parking space near the front door. Not at the front door, but close to the front door. I don't want to park in a handicap spot. I want to be as close to the handicap area as possible. And that's usually an amazing thing where I always get great parking places. And my wife drives my wife crazy. Like, how do you do this? And I'm like, I asked for it and it came. And then we go to another store and she says to me, well, why didn't we get a great parking place here? I says, because you threw this at me. I didn't know we were coming here and I couldn't make the affirmation in time before we came here. But again, yeah, if you think about it and you start achieving it, you start believing that you can do it. You'll be able to manifest bigger and bigger things and put affirmations out there for bigger and better things. Because again, the most limiting factor for anything, for any of our affirmations or any of our manifestations, is our own self-doubt. And that's why we can't, manifest $1 billion or $1 million, because, we only believe it can get so much. Our self-doubt, especially because kind people, we don't think it's fair that we get it and others don't. So you have to basically manifest the small amounts and make our lives a little better, because we can't be better than everyone else. We just got to be, at a level, close to make our lives more comfortable, but not show up at anyone else. Hello, Robert V. Welcome to my Saturday live stream. So yeah, that's basically what I want to put out there, is that the most important affirmation is your own. You have to find a means to an end, the goal. You have to achieve the goal rather than asking for money. You ask for the thing that the money will bring. A lot of our happiness is based on some things. I wish for peace of mind. Well, what will get you that peace of mind? What things, I'd like for my family to sit together in peace. That is possible, And sometimes the most important thing you can do is believe your family can be at peace and not try to push them into being at peace, but just to be there and be part of that peace. I have family members who, some parts of my family that do not talk to each other. But at times, things come together and they get along great and everything's fantastic. And you just have to let it go. You don't bring it up. You don't kind of push it. You don't try to say, oh, we're getting along great now. Let's plan something for the future. That might just shake the boat a little bit. You want to have to experience the moment. So there are many things in our lives that, we can help influence by putting an affirmation out there to make it better. You don't have to make it perfect, but you do have to, for a manifestation to work, you have to think about how to make it better. Because again, if you push too much into it, you'll have self-doubt and you will never achieve it. So you have to believe, you can push it. You can try to manifest something that's a little bit out of reach. Challenge yourself. And that might be possible. And then you can, again, push bigger and better. But if you go too far out, then you get your self-doubt, which is a limiting factor. it makes it more difficult for us to achieve anything we want when we have self-doubt. And sometimes manifestation is the greatest thing to bring up your self-esteem, where you just manifest small things piece by piece, whether it be a great parking place, whether it be a day where your boss treats you with respect. Um, for some of us, our bosses, degrade us and make us feel bad, and try to push us around and try to, make us feel less than them. Other times that when you stand up to your boss, they just ignore you and try to stay far away from you because they know they can't push you around. So, and I work in an office like that where some departments, you'll have a boss where he'll degrade some of his employees, treat his employees terrible, while the other employees get no problems at all. He ignores them and keeps them far away because, those people cannot be manipulated because those people have no fear. So, sometimes you kind of have to try to think about, okay, how can I manifest peace in the office where the boss treats everyone with respect? Well, it might be that you just let it up for the universe, ask the universe to bring this. And it might be the boss needs to be brought down a couple pegs, but you let that for the universe to decide. You don't try to decide how it's going to be done. That's another thing, is that when you try to put a manifestation out there, you have to believe that it's possible, but you don't have to even know what the path to get there is. That's something that's more important than anything else I'm saying, is that if you want to really manifest really big goals that you believe are possible, but you don't know how you're going to get there, those are some of your best manifestations, because you know it can be done. You don't know the path, but you trust the universe will get you to that path. And those are some big, very powerful, very high self-esteem manifestation that will bring you up, bring you more, creature ability, those things that you can have multiple affirmations out there to try to manifest these beautiful things. So I guess that's everything I want to say. I wanted to go for half an hour, but I think I've covered all the points that affirmations are easy, but they're kind of an art. They're an art form where you have to physically write them down. You have to believe in yourself, and sometimes you have to push your limits. And also, if you don't achieve your affirmations, you just have to retool them, because there is no failure. It's just you're learning. It's a learning process. So the affirmations you put out there, it might just be it. The universe is trying to get you there, but you've asked for it in the wrong way, so you have to retool it. So just go out there, believe in yourself, find the goodness in yourself, find the belief in yourself, try to build up on that, try to sequester your self-doubt and try to push your self-doubt on the side a little bit. You can never get rid of self-doubt, but you can try to work with yourself to do things that will be more positive, to put self-doubt on the side. You can still listen to self-doubt, but you can say, well, self-doubt, you've said a lot of great things, but I've proven that that's not true because I've been able to achieve these goals. Put self-doubt in its place, like ego. Ego likes to talk a lot. Self-doubt likes to talk about a lot. And you can't ignore it because it's just going to be there constantly talking. But you can say, okay, I accept what you say, self-doubt, but guess what? I'm able to achieve these things. So you can either like this video, you can hate this video. Please comment if you hate it, because I like to learn from everyone. I don't think there's anything negative. I think it's all about me learning. So just most importantly in your life, what's next?